Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to episode 11 of this Road to Glory series. We've only got 2 episodes left until we have completed this Road to Glory series. It's been great so far, but starting off this episode I end up putting Jay Spearing and Phillips into the reserves bench as they both got injured themselves. I also put a contract card onto Heath and I had to go and buy a contract card later for Barker. I also ended up putting the spare bronze fitness card for my whole squad onto my team as their fitness has gone down dramatically and I had got it free from my bronze pack, so I did use it up and it was pretty useful, but there was a few players that I needed to add a little bit more fitness to, so Darius Vassell got another fitness card, so did Hogg, and our silver centre midfielder Ledbitter got one as well. And as I said, I'm going to go and hunt for a silver contract card for Barker, our centre back, who is an absolute beast by the way guys. Definitely recommend him all the way, and as you can see here I do actually put it on him as well. So we're swiftly moving on and we're going to buy our next player for the team, an English player of course, and he does play for Wolves and he is called Henry, and I think he's the most expensive player we've bought in this series so far. 2,000 coins, which was slightly expensive, but he was the cheapest player on the market and he was in a 4-3-3 formation. He's a really good defender. I'm not sure if he's naturally a defender, a centre defensive midfielder. He's got a really nice long shot actually. I think his stats lie a little bit there, and as you can see here I do actually discard most of my items except Kozic, who I did put up because I thought he would kind of sell because he was a rare goalkeeper. Well, so we'll see how that goes, but I do like to show you everything I do in this Road to Glory series, as you know, so I'm just putting that in there just so it doesn't look like I've just randomly got coins. On the screen here, I just actually put in Henry on my team, so I just swap a random centre-back for him, and there we are, ready to go, 100 chemistry, and we go into our first game of this episode, and it goes against this guy, who has a pretty decent team actually, 99 chemistry, nice little attack, so he does have a same-ish team, but the 2 star players of his team are the 2 informed players, the centre midfielder and the centre-back player. They are going for a Korean team, it's pretty obvious from that, but the guy actually decides to leave or disconnect. I'm not particularly sure what happens, but I was given some coins after this game, but I wasn't given a number on my record, so I wasn't given a win, a draw or a loss, so I'm not particularly sure what happens, but I do get rewarded for being in the game. I do get 387 coins as you can see there, so not bad at all, but I didn't get anything on my record, which was a bit weird I thought. But I jumped straight back into a game against this guy who had a pretty decent team actually, as you can see there. It looks like he's going to go for a United States team. He's got 2 silver players and a German goalkeeper, so a bit weird, but he has got 96 chemistry, so it looks like he's going for a hybrid team. But Vassell in the 60th minute powers through his defence. Look at that for a goal. Top left hand corner. Vassell is an absolute monster. And then the next goal comes from Vassell again, passes to Ollie, and then Ollie just skips past and whacks it past this German keeper in the 34th minute. So 2-0 in 34 minutes, not bad. Oh, I decided to grab ourselves another goal in the second half. Look at this work, and then just smashes it in the bottom left hand corner past his keeper again. Ollie had an absolute stormer of a game, and then Vassell yet again powers through his defence and then just finesses it round his keeper to wrap the game up. 4-0 in total. That was the 88th minute, and then the referee decided to blow the whistle and we won 4-0. A really great win. Vassell got a brace and so did Ollie, so really good work from them 2 forwards, and we got a decent amount of coins as well. As you can see here, we did get a total of 982 coins, so not bad at all. Really good win for us and got me some great confidence going into the next game. Before we could go into the next game, I did actually have to put a contract card onto Ollie, and actually Frampton was injured yet again, so I had to swap him for Heath, but luckily Spearing was back from injury, so I put him straight back in on the core of midfield, and I thought it was time we got another centre back to pair with Barker, so I went and got myself a really tall guy, Stearman, an absolute monster who would go perfect with Barker. 2 really tall guys. I think these guys are about 6'2", so absolute animals in defence, and we only need 1 right back to complete this whole team guys, so we only need to replace the right back and we've got the full silver English team that we set out before to start off with. So it's now time for the second game out of 4 games in this episode since we disconnected in the first game. I'm not sure if it was him or me, but you know. So we're going up against this guy and probably one of our best opponents we have ever gone up against. Adebayor, Johnson, Dembele and Jeskalainen in goal is a really good lineup, and I was quaking in my boots, but we started off the game really brightly from Ollie being an absolute beast again, and it just finds its way into the goal. Ollie in the 16th minute gets a really lucky goal, and then he makes a really drastic error, and I take full advantage of this with Vassell. Who else do you want to be on the end of that goal? And then the next goal comes from Vassell, just squeezes past his defence, and then look at this acceleration. But sorry, I'm not sure what the hell I did. I passed it to Dyer. I don't have a clue why I did it. It's a due goal. I'm really sorry, guys, but I make up with the next goal. When I have the chance to pass to Ollie on the right wing, I decide to take it round the keeper, and look at this, boy, what a goal. And that, I think the acceleration and the whole cheek to take it past this keeper makes up for it. And then look at this for another cheeky goal, just chips it past his keeper and bounces perfectly in the bottom right hand corner. Make it 5-0 in total, and we had some pretty good goals in that game. I really like playing that game. Ollie got a goal, Vassell got a goal, Dyer got a goal, Vassell got a goal, and Ollie got another goal to make it 5-0, 997 coins, nearly 1,000 coins, which is absolutely amazing. A really good win for us. Hopefully you enjoyed watching them highlights, as I really enjoyed playing it. So I then decided to buy another contract card, as I really needed one, for Darius Vassell, and I think he deserved a rare silver card, and he's actually been one of the best players I've ever had on Ultimate Team. As you can see there, I do discard a player, and I've said it before, he is the best player I've ever played with on Ultimate Team, and I just decided to quick sell my manager as I didn't have a contract card for him, and I thought it was best just to discard him instead of wasting some coins, because I do actually decide to buy a silver manager later. Phillips was back with injury, so of course I decided to put him in the right wing position. Frampton was injured still, so I tried to look for a knee injury card, but I couldn't, so I just had to wait until the next few matches until he came back from injury. He's only a bronze player, so it doesn't really matter, and we decided to jump into our last game of this episode. And he had a Honda in centre attacking midfield, a few bronze players and a few silver players dotted around there, but not a lot to worry about, to be honest. And worry I did not, because in the 27th minute I got my first goal of the game from Phillips. Really lucky goal, actually just comes off the keeper and he ends up putting it in his own net. Then Ledbetter gets another goal for the team, and I think it's his second game for this team. And the next goal coming up is one of the best goals I think we scored in this series altogether. The teamwork, the cross was perfect, and the diving header from Vassell was beautiful. And that made it 3-0, and then Honda got a really cheeky free kick. Not particularly sure what my keeper was doing, Kirkland there, but it was a really good free kick for him. And to match the brilliance of the last goal we just scored for the team, Vassell just equals that. He crosses it over to Dyer on the left wing, and first time volleys it into the back of the net. What a strike, what a strike. And then this guy decides that he wants a bit of the volley action, and just does nearly the same goal as me, on the same side as well, with his left foot. Look at that for a goal, props to the guy, but he still ended up losing 4-2. So it was a really good win for us. A few nice goals as well, definitely a few nice goals. 802 coins, not bad. I think I deserved a little bit more. I'm not going to complain. Thanks for watching. This has been episode 11, and goodbye.